Welcome to Real Talk Wrestling. My name is Josh. With me, the ultimate babyface Chris Collier, and we might get an appearance, a run-in from Miami Clutch PE. He does live in a massively different time zone than us, so understandable. I think where he is, it's very, very late, so
Yep.
understandable for him. But if he does show up, he does pop up at the bottom. I'll let you guys know when Clutch will be here. I know the Elimination Chamber is tomorrow, and that's why we're here to talk about the Elimination Chamber here on the Finns Talk Sports Network. Just a reminder to everybody tuning in right now, I will also be live tomorrow before the Chamber with Bobby Melendez as we do an official kickoff right into the Elimination Chamber. We'll lead you in right to the show. So be here 5 p.m. tomorrow Eastern for the 6. It's a 6 p.m. start time tomorrow, Chris. The Chamber 6 p.m.
Okay. Good.
I
Nice
like
and
it.
early.
So yeah, I was going to ask you what your opinions on that, because some people are like it's too early. Some people, I'm the opposite. I want it earlier.
Yeah.
We watch football at 1.
1 o'clock here. Yep.
We watch
Pregame show. You might be watching pregame shows as early as 11 or
right,
10.
right,
So
right, right.
6 o'clock. That's fine. People like me and you, we're thinking about the end time. What is the end time? So when it's like a 7, 8 o'clock start time, that you miss a lot of the best stuff because we're so worn out. We're too old. We like an early end time. So 6 o'clock start time. Maybe I'll watch it all in one shot. Remember, I was telling you I was planning on breaking it up half and half. I don't know. Maybe I'll just watch the whole thing together.
Well, that's the thing with someone like us, especially East Coasters. Like these West Coasters, they don't get it, but us East Coasters, like the majority of us, I don't want to be up till midnight. And this is not me just complaining about old man stuff. I want to know, but does it affect the ratings? Are more people watching? Do they even care? Because everything's streamable on Peacock, right? No longer Raw, right? Raw, you don't have to be there. Dynamite on Wednesday nights, you don't have to be there. Peacock has all the pay-per-views, PLEs, you don't have to be there. So I don't know if they're like, whatever. Well, they'll just catch it when they catch it. And I like that. I do like that. I think AEW should have aired their Australia show live and put it on Max because that's when I watched it. I watched it on Max the next day. I'm sure a lot of people did because I saw the ratings. So in this new world, guys, come on, let's just stream it early.
Maybe that's the way they should redo ratings. I know this is like total views within 24 hours, for people that want to watch it a little bit later or something, and it still go towards the ratings. That's the way they should do it now.
No, I mean, honestly, the ratings mean zero to people like us, people that are watching right now, people on Twitter, people on Blue Sky. You guys are arguing against each other. What are you doing, man? You guys are fighting a war that doesn't apply to you. It doesn't matter to you. It just matters for viewership, for ads. What? So do you want more ads on your wrestling show? I mean, yes, we want people to watch our favorite TV show because it grows and it does better and it's successful. But ratings are just for like, oh, Snickers thinks that they can get more viewers on their Snickers ad. That's all ratings are for. It's not for us.
Yeah,
it's
for
like
advertising dollars. How much you can sell your advertisements for.
I'm not going to a Lightning game and going, hey, you Calgary guys suck. We had 18,000 at our place. You only had 12,000. Like that's the dumbest thing I ever heard in my life. Whatever. It's just dumb. It's dumb. Anyway, let's get on to the Elimination Chamber preview because we have 4 matches in a segment that we're going to go through real quick. But Chris, have you watched wrestling this week? Have you watched Raw? Have you watched SmackDown? Well, SmackDown's tonight. SmackDown's in a couple of minutes.
Have you watched in 40 minutes? But Raw, yes, I did watch Raw.
Did you enjoy the shorter time?
I always enjoy the shorter time.
We just talked about that. We don't need to go on again about this.
It's always a good thing for me. As soon as I turn it on, I look to see, is it 2 hours or is it 2.5 hours? It's good at 2 hours. It feels like a better show. But we've been saying that for years. Raw should cut down from 3 hours to 2 hours.
Oh yeah.
So it's good now. I love it.
Yeah. What's going on, Justin? Thanks for tuning in. We're talking. Clutch isn't here. He might jump in. I messaged him last on X. So he might jump in, he might not. It's later over there. But we are talking the Elimination Chamber. But first, we're talking about Raw. And I got to ask your opinion because I don't think we spoke about it. We hung out last night, like real life. I don't even think we talked about it then. What do you think about your boy wanting your other boy's soul? Well, I don't think we spoke about this because I think that SmackDown happened after our show. What are your thoughts? Have you seen it? I'm sure you have. you think this is a good plan? Talk
Yeah,
about
I
it.
saw the recap on Raw because I knew The Rock had come back, and I was like, I need to make sure I watch that. And so I saw the little recap on Raw. I don't know if I fully understand it. Maybe there's something more to it, but like, what? Tell me, what is the incentive for Cody to agree to this?
Okay.
Like,
I had the same question. Like, okay, he's already the champ. He's already on top. He was the face of the WWE game last year.
mhm.
What else does he have to gain? So that was my main reaction coming out of SmackDown. It's like, okay, so he accepts. Sorry, I was buzzing. Can you hear a
Mhm.
buzz from my voice?
It's a little. I can hear a little something.
Yeah, I gotta get a new cord. Okay. Sorry guys. Sorry for everyone listening. I don't have a new cord on top of me right now, but definitely need a new cord. But I do think it's a situation where they had to explain it on Raw for people like us because I believe Seth Rollins came out. I was like, Cody, you don't need to do this, man. You're tired of scratching and claw and doing all this. Like, so The Rock is just offering Cody a better life than what he already has. And it's like, this
But
would,
how?
this exactly, this would work on someone who doesn't have it all. But Cody,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't
Someone who's trying to get to the top but can't quite make it, and then that's where you got to
Sami
sell your
Zayn.
soul.
Like, let's
Yeah,
say, for example, Sami Zayn, who's never got to the top, who wants to know what it feels like at the top.
yeah,
Someone like a Jey Uso, who
yeah.
hasn't been there
Who's been,
yet.
but hanging around there. So you've gotten close, and just can't quite get over the top.
It doesn't make sense
That
for him
would be
to,
a thing
yeah.
like, hey, if you agree to this, I can make sure that you get over the top and you become the champ. But for someone who already is champion and has been champion for a while, I just don't think I quite follow it. Like, it doesn't make a ton of sense to me.
To me, this screams last year.
Yeah.
Dwayne comes in, screws everything up. No, but it doesn't make any sense why any of this has happened. Remember that night where Cody just gave up his spot, and we're like, what just happened? And it's like, okay, Dwayne comes back, and now we have a situation again with him and Cody, and we're sitting there going, what just happened? 2 years in a row, this guy decides he wants to come in and make the product worse. To my opinion, I think this is a bad. I think this is a bad route they're going. I think this is awful.
So
We'll see where it goes.
I remember last year we were kind of thinking that, but it made things more interesting. It ended up making things more interesting last year. I feel less faithful that that'll happen again this year, that they'll be able to repeat that success, but I don't know. We'll see where it goes. But it does feel a bit last minute and forced. And like, what do we? I didn't understand the fact that they couldn't stand each other, and now The Rock likes him. But now I can kind of see this isn't an angle that he likes him. It's kind of that he's going to stand over him, almost like bully him or something, or like, I own you. I don't know. We'll see where it goes. Hopefully, they have an idea and put it together. But yeah, I
So,
remember they said The Rock wasn't going to be a part of it. And like you said, he kind of changed his mind, and then they
mhm,
kind of had to shift gears again.
yeah, shift gears, and it's kind of confusing to the fan base, especially going into WrestleMania. We're only, a couple months away, a couple weeks away from the big show. I mean, we have Elimination Chamber tonight. Then we're off to the races. So I'm not going to tell you what I think this Dwayne thing means right away, everyone watching, because this does lead into the chamber and who I think is going to win, who I think is going to come out on top, and why. Um, so we'll get there a little bit later. Was there anything else caught your eye on Raw specifically? Because I have a couple things I want to talk about.
No,
Just a couple.
let's hear what you have to say.
All right, all right, all right, all right. Here's my thing. I don't know what they're doing with the New Day. I don't know if you liked what they're doing. I do want to bring this up because it doesn't make sense to me again. And this is not a complaint show. There's a lot of stuff I liked about Raw. Most all of it, actually. Raw was a very good show. Raw was great. So it's hard. I don't want to be over here just, oh, this was great. This was great. I know, guys, trust me, things were great. But I don't know. I don't know if I like the direction the New Day's going. I wanted to get your take on that because it seems like we've been wanting an Xavier Woods singles run for so long. And the whole tension between Kofi and Xavier while they were breaking up, while we thought they were breaking up, was
Mm-hmm.
Big E was the champion. Kofi was champion. Xavier Woods, you've done nothing. And Kofi actually came out like, we've done this, we've done that, and you've done nothing, right? That was brought up. I'm like, oh, Woods is finally going to break off and do something. maybe compete for the IC title, maybe do this US title, do that, do whatever it may be. Get into the elimination chamber. We saw Carlito and Chris Masters do it that one year. Those guys didn't have a chance, but sometimes they like to throw those guys in there. But I get it. This is the most star-studded chamber match ever, so it doesn't make sense to throw him in there. I get it. But they're just a tag team again. Same old story. Nothing's changed. It's not exciting to me. I thought we were going to get a massive run with Xavier Woods with Kofi supporting him. I thought that's what we were going to get. Kind of like how we had Kevin Owens, and when Sami Zayn was the obnoxious bad guy and dancing to his music. Remember that phase?
Yep.
I'm like, oh, cool. Kofi's going to be the obnoxious, heel, and Xavier was going to be the serious one. I thought we were going to go kind of that route. But no, we're back in the tag team division, where there is no division, where there's only 3 teams. I think they flopped on the New Day. Maybe I'm wrong, Chris, or am I just going in too deep on this one?
Can't say that you're wrong, but maybe it was because you were expecting something and you didn't get what you were hoping for and thinking for, and so it's kind of disappointing. I don't know. I think it's too early to say it's a flop right now. They had to do something different with Big E out because they couldn't just keep going the exact same path they were on. Their stretch as a trio lasted way longer than I would have ever expected in the beginning. But without Big E there, they definitely had to go a different direction. And I guess they could have gone one of 2 choices: have them break up or have them do like what you said, kind of the singles, or keep them together. And I don't know. At first, I just kind of saw this as like maybe they'll get around to figuring it out. I think of a lot of the Usos. Remember, they were kind of like the goody 2-shoes tag team.
Yep.
Lots of colors to their, like it had a similar feel to me to that. And at first the Usos, they went heel and it kind of worked. You could kind of see some potential there, but it took a little bit of time for them to get where they're at now. And it eventually worked itself out. New Day's really good. So hopefully they kind of figure this out. That's what you brought up, though, is a little bit of a problem with the lack of tag teams, because how much can they go around unless they're going to put something together and just throw teams together just for them to beat them? Then that really it doesn't work too well typically.
Right.
So maybe not quite a flop yet. We'll wait and see. I do like your idea. I mean, it sounds interesting, but would that go back into what we've been talking about with some of the other people, which is them getting lost in the mix? Would he get lost with everything else going on?
There's a lot going on, especially in the mid card right now. You got Kaiser getting pushed.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell they're going to push him to the moon. You can tell he's going to be a top star, and I think in the WWE. Penta is up there as well in the mid card. Like, there's a lot of good mid carders, so you're probably right on that. In the tag team, like tonight on SmackDown, you have the primetime players, or I kid. I know who those are the cool guys. And rest in peace, that one dude, Shad, I think it was, who passed away. Remember he was saving his kids in the ocean? You don't remember the primetime players, Darren Young and the other guy? I think it was Darren Young. Maybe it was not Darren Young. Oh my gosh, I should get off this topic. JTG. But the private party. It's not private party. God damn it. What are their names? Because they're so irrelevant. Montez Ford. What are their names?
We know who you're talking about.
What are their names? Do you know their names?
I don't know their names. I get them mixed up all the time too.
No,
so I just avoid it. See, I wisely avoid it.
I know.
Dive in.
See, what's more sad, that I know their names, Montez Ford is Angelo Dawkins, or I don't know their tag team name right now off the top of my head. Yeah. What is happening? But either way, we know who they are. Then you got the Motor City Machine Guns. Then you got DIY, and then you got Angel Garza and Umberto. I think that's the entire division.
And which ones are you taking serious?
All of them, actually, right now. Because the Montez Forders, you know what? I'm gonna figure out their name. The Street Profits. Yes, I know their names, Justin. I know it's Montez Ford's name. I said that. I just couldn't think of the Street Profits. I'm sorry. But I do think that their heel turn is so refreshing. The Machine Guns, yes, very serious. They're a great tag team. DIY, yes.
Yes, Ciampa,
DIY. Angel, Garza and Umberto, if they do anything with them, period, maybe one day. I mean, look at the tag team. Right, but look at the tag teams all around the WWE. I mean, it's better than their competition on Wednesday night. Wednesday night, remember, we're going to change tag team. No, they didn't. They didn't. The only thing they changed was nobody tags. So I guess they did change it.
No, they had really good tag teams for a while.
Not now, not in the past 3 years.
They've had some good teams run through.
Not in the past 3 years. I bet you I can Wikipedia the last AEW tag team champions, and you'll be like, you would be confused up until like maybe 2021. That tag team won a championship. Like it's been Big Bill and Ricky Starks, the Young Bucks, Sting and Darby, like not conventional. I don't know, not what we were sold. We were sold it was going to be like Lucha Bros and
they had Lucha Bros. Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you this.
Ones. And then
who are the tag team champions right now in AEW?
So, I haven't watched it.
No, just tell me.
I haven't watched it.
Tag team wrestling's so great over there.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you who any champion is in the last 2 months. I haven't watched it since the end of the year. I was done. I literally couldn't tell you who won champion. I don't even know who the main champion is right now.
No one does. No one does because the title isn't on TV. Hasn't been on TV in 4 months.
I don't know who the Continental champion is or the.
Okay, international champion. Okay, TNT champion is Danny Garcia.
Okay.
AEW World Champion is Jon Moxley.
Again,
he's been the champion for a while. Bad. Tag team champions are the Hurt Syndicate, Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin.
You remember you telling us about that?
The Continental Championship. I'm gonna get these confused because they're the same title. The Intercontinental, the Continental. What's the other one? All American. God, that one's gone too. Either way, Takeshita has one of them, and Okada has the other. Wait, does Takeshita have one? Justin, does Takeshita have a title? I think he does because he wrestled Orange Cassidy, or was that Okada? AEW's a freaking mess. And the women's champion is Toni Storm. In the TBS champion.
Right, here we go. I got it for you. So we got Moxley's world champion.
Got one right.
Toni Storm.
2 right.
Mercedes.
3 right.
The Hurt Syndicate.
4 right. Boom, I'm so good.
You got Daniel Garcia.
5 right.
Who's the trios champions?
Oh, that is going to be Pac, Wheeler Yuta, and Cesaro. Yep. Boom. 6 right.
So which one do you think has which title out of the last two? Which one has Continental?
Continental is Okada. You didn't need to say that, Justin. I already knew that. I already knew it. International is. You know why? I know that.
You knew it like the cash in. That was the same.
No, I know this because YouTube. I was watching today and it said, which makes 0 sense. I don't know. I didn't watch Dynamite. From AEW's YouTube. It was Takeshita versus Orange Cassidy. Who's gonna face Kenny Omega at the pay-per-view? Shouldn't it be Kenny Omega versus Orange Cassidy to see who's gonna fight Takeshita? What? That was literally what the YouTube title was.
Yeah.
Takeshita versus Orange Cassidy. Who was gonna wrestle Kenny Omega? You mean the non-champion? You mean the champion has to wrestle someone else to wrestle a non-champion?
Yeah, to get to the number 1 contender.
Justin, am I wrong? Did that not happen on Dynamite? Because I didn't watch the video. I want to watch that match. I'm sure it's a good match. Orange Cassidy and Takeshita could put on a banger. Pretty sure it was great. But why is the champion fighting a guy to face the number 1 contender?
How bad does that make the title look?
I don't know, man. I just report on this stuff. All right, let's get to the chamber. No more AEW today. Ever. The rest of this month, no more AEW.
The rest of this month?
Yes,
so you mean
Chris,
for the next 20 minutes?
You don't have to explain the joke, Chris. You don't have to explain. Yeah, exactly. All right, so we have a star-studded elimination chamber. I really do believe that these are going to be phenomenal matches. So we'll start with the first one. We're looking at CBS Sports if you wanted to follow along with us.
Are you going top to bottom or bottom to top?
I'm going to go top to bottom.
Go bottom to top.
All right. So and Justin, but it was not needed when he is facing Kenny at Revolution. But Justin, didn't it say – someone needs to fact check me because I didn't watch Dynamite. The YouTube, official AEW YouTube said Takeshita versus Orange Cassidy, who will face Kenny Omega. Maybe they forgot the comma. Either way, like, you know what I mean. Takeshita, who indeed will face Kenny Omega. Either way, You want with bottom? Why bottom? What starts at the bottom?
Knock out the not as good matches and build towards the main event match.
So we're gonna start with Cody Rhodes. Answers The Rock, Dwayne.
I was talking
That's the
about
last.
matches, not
All right,
segments.
all
You can do
right,
that
all
one
right.
whenever you want.
All right, we'll do that one later. Tiffany Stratton versus Trish Stratus versus Nia Jax and Candice LeRae. This is a match you would think I have a problem with, wouldn't you?
Yes.
I do not. I do
Really?
not have one single problem with this. I want to see Trish Stratus. I am down for Trish Stratus. I think Trish Stratus is great. And if you can get her in on a show, especially in Toronto, I'm down for it. This now you would say, Josh, this is not like you. What's going on? What's up with this PC, Josh? What's up with this? Right? What's up with this, Josh? Where's the real one? I will say this: if you get, because Trish is a huge star, like especially in
Yeah.
Toronto, if you can get eyes on Tiffy and she's partnering with her, this is only going to elevate Tiffany Stratton. And I think I want that because this tells me maybe they might have faith in her and she won't job to Charlotte. This is optimist thinking, right? I really, I'm trying to turn it, I'm trying to spin around like, oh, she's a big deal. We're gonna put her with Trish.
Right now, you know what? Just watching you think and put all this together, it reminds me of that meme of Charlie Day where he's looking at all, he's like trying to explain everything. It's got all those string on the board.
Look,
That's you right now.
it's just the way
I
it's
was
gonna
curious
be.
what the angle was, why you were excited for this match.
That's the angle. Is down. I truly believe that
It
they
all has
won't
to
let
do with
Charlotte beat. Yeah, they won't let Charlotte beat Tiffany, and because they're putting her in the spot. But I do think that Charlotte has to get involved in this match. I don't care about the match per se. I care about Trish. I care about the entrance. I care about the pop. I think it's gonna be fun, and I am interested to see what Trish and Tiffany do. I wish it was better opponents. Like I wish it was better than Nia Jax and Candice. I wish it was Charlotte and some no for real, because if you're gonna do this match and you're gonna build it up, right? Why not do Charlotte and another legend, right? Like, oh well, you got Trish, well, I got, or Charlotte has a legend already, or whatever. And then, oh well, I got Trish, blah 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 blah. Or she could say that, boom. Tiffy's a huge baby face. People will pop when she goes, we got Trish Stratus on my side. That'd have been cool. They're just lazy throwing Nia Jax and Candice. That's just lazy.
No.
It's lazy because they're both hated. Nobody likes them, and they're gonna get the booze no matter what. And it's easy for Trish to pin Candice LeRae because that's what's gonna happen.
Trish is going to get the pinfall?
Why not?
Not Stratton? Not your...
They're in Toronto. Why not?
Okay.
This is going to be one of those like throwaway matches. Feel good. Everyone's happy.
Yeah. I don't know who's pinning who, but I think you got the right team going over there.
Of course.
That seems pretty obvious.
Pretty obvious. Okay, so this match, the next match is what I really care about. And I'm very adamant. I know it's not going to happen. But Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn need to main event the show. They need to main event the show. In an unsanctioned match, one of the things that AEW does right is when they say there's a lights out match, it's legit because the show is over. Dynamite's over. The pay-per-view's over. Collision's over. All right, now we can have this lights out match or this unsanctioned match, as you would say, as they would say. Put it in the middle of the show to me. So you're just telling the fans, okay, our show's going to be an intermission while these two people fight that we don't want to fight in our ring in the middle of our show. Not after, not before. In the middle of our show, we're going to let these two random employees fight, and we're just all going to go on break. I don't like that. I think that you call me picky, call me whatever you want to call me. That's attention to detail. Should main event tonight. Plus, they're in Canada. They're going to get massive pops. That's why they're doing this match. I think it's going to be a fun match, and I think it could. I know the chamber match. You want to see the winner, and you want to see the drama. You want to see the story, but you can still get that, and you can still have this match afterwards.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I would be fine if they put it last. You know, I love Sami. I like always watching the Sami KO thing. You make some good points there. I wouldn't be mad if it went last. I just don't know if they'll not put the men's chamber last. To have the men's chamber some moment with Cody and then with The Rock or whatever it may be. Like that's their closing shot. So
If it closes with Dwayne and Cody, like, what's your decision? That's gonna be so lame. But again, I think that's going to be a great breaking point between the Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn match and then the Chamber match. I think that's how it's going to go. Like you put the Chamber match on Sami Zayn and or not Chamber, unsanctioned match, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Then you do this long ass break like they always do. Then you have Dwayne and Cody segment. Then you could have the Chamber because that would cool people off before. Because that match between this match we're talking about right now, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, is going to be huge. But people are predicting, is Randy going to come back? Like, I feel like if you have something massive like that, I should close the show. Like, imagine them closing the show with Kevin Owens Kevin Owens getting his head punted off his freaking neck from Randy Orton. Like, how cool, and that's how you win the show. Like, you can't do that in the middle of the show. Because what's going to follow that?
Yeah.
Randy Orton's the big pop. If Randy Orton, I don't care Cena wins, I don't care if Punk wins, I don't care if Drew wins, I don't care who wins. No one's going to get a bigger pop, besides Trish probably, than Randy Orton coming back, if he does come back.
Yeah, if he's slated to come back.
If he's slated to come back. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know where this is going to lead. I have a feeling it's going to lead towards Sami eventually siding with Kevin. And I think that because Karrion Kross is involved, Karrion Kross has been calling every time Karrion Kross gets involved, the people turn heel. That's the gimmick right now, or was the gimmick.
No.
So we'll see how that goes. Where else are they going with this whole Sami Zayn and Karrion Kross thing? Where else are they going? No
idea.
I don't know. But I'm excited, man. So who do you think goes over? Do you think it's Sami? Do you think Sami finally gets a big win?
No. No. Kevin, you got to have the heel win so then Sami can chase if they decide to extend this out longer.
I don't think they're having this.
Kevin's
I think this is.
You think it's a standalone?
Yeah, because I think Kevin Owens is going to move on to Randy Orton. And I think we're going to get Sami Zayn and Karrion Kross, unfortunately, like in a pre-show.
So disappointing. Why did Sami always get the terrible WrestleMania draws? You told me a few years ago.
Not always. He main evented WrestleMania.
Listen, every time I think of, I know, as a tag team. But I think of a few years ago when he had to do the Johnny Knoxville match. Like,
that was massive for him.
It was good, but like I want him to be in some serious matches, a serious singles match at WrestleMania.
He was in. Okay, he was in a major part of the biggest story in WWE history. There's without
a part of the story.
But he's a big part of the story.
He is, but I would like to see where he's the focal point of something important going into WrestleMania.
Don't you think he was the focal point with him and Jay and Jimmy and Roman? Like he was the focal point of the bloodline at that point.
A little bit, but it wasn't really. It was still all about Roman, it felt like.
I can see where you come from, but not everyone.
I want him to have his story, though. He was a part of Roman's story. He became a bigger part of Roman's story for a while. I don't know.
Not everyone can be Brad Pitt.
Right?
You have to have some kind of secondary players. Not everyone. Hold on. Not everyone can be BJ Upton. Some people are just Matt Joyce.
Yeah, you're right. Some people are a Tom Brady. Some are an Aaron Rodgers. I get your point.
Exactly. One's an elite athlete. One just rides the coattails of officiating, cheating, and defenses and kickers. So, I mean, I don't know.
And
all right.
Teammates that are made better. And
yeah, all that
7
stuff.
championships. Yeah.
All that stuff. Yeah, all the cheating. This is not a football show. That's coming back, by the way. I won't plug that yet, but Fantasy Now is coming back soon. Let's get on away from this match. I do think that Kevin Owens. I don't know, because if Randy Orton comes back, it's going to be different.
Yeah, maybe he interferes.
I don't think Orton comes back. I think they save that. I think they save that for maybe a SmackDown or Raw. Anyway, let's move on to the women's. Are we on the women's? Yeah, we're on the women's Elimination Chamber match. We have Liv Morgan, Alexa Bliss, Bianca Belair, Bayley, Naomi, and Roxanne Perez. So, I'm going to break it down for everyone real quick. We're going to do some eliminations. quick
We're going to
style.
eliminate some people from the Elimination Chamber before they even get there.
We're gonna do it. Okay. And I'm gonna let you be the judge of these. Roxanne Perez, chance or no chance?
No chance.
No chance. She's eliminated. Okay.
There's like,
Naomi.
there you go.
Oh, we're gonna
You hit the first two that I was thinking too. So no
Okay.
chance.
No chance. Okay. Bailey.
Marginal chance.
Okay.
Not likely. She's down the list for me.
Bianca Belair.
Good chance.
Alexa Bliss.
She's a bit of a wild card since she just came back. And I don't
Alright,
know. I put Bliss maybe about third best chance.
All right.
Somewhere between 2 and 3. Her and Liv, I have kind of split at a 2-3 spot.
Okay. I'm gonna break it down for everybody and yourself, Chris. Roxanne Perez, Naomi, Bailey, Alexa Bliss, Liv Morgan. Literally hit Vince's music, no chance. 5 women have 0 chance to win this thing. There is zero. There's 100% chance that Bianca Belair wins this match. I've been calling Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley, if you've been watching this show long enough, since last year's WrestleMania. This has to be the match. They are the 2 biggest stars in the WWE. Charlotte's not on their level. Tiffy's not on their level. These 2 women, Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair, are the 2 biggest women stars in that company, at least on the main roster. Right? I think so. I don't know if anyone believes that or can. Justin says Liv has a decent chance. We've seen it. We already saw it. Bailey versus Ripley. We don't need it again. Or we don't need it. But they can surprise.
So rank the chances from best to worst or worst to best of, even if you think the other 5 really have no chance, you got to think someone's above or below someone else.
So, all right, I will. Bianca, obviously, up here.
That's me too.
So if we go 2, then I'm probably going to go Bailey 2. And there's a reason for that.
Okay, you got her higher than me.
There's a reason for that. Okay, Liv is probably a 3. Then I would go Roxanne. And then I would go Naomi. And then I would go Alexa Bliss.
Wow. You're way lower on Alexa Bliss than I am.
She looks like she weighs 75 pounds, and she has no story at all with any of these women. There's no chance if you put her against Rhea Ripley right now. Rhea Ripley is 3 times the size of her. No. Like, honestly, it doesn't look right, and Alexa Bliss has no business. And she has no business. She has no story. I mean, Bianca might not have a story, right? But we can get one with Bianca.
We got time to build one.
Yeah. But here's the wild card which no one's seen right now. If Bailey does win, there's a story going on with Io Sky where Io feels robbed. Io feels like she should be in this match. I can easily see her challenging Bailey for that spot and getting it. And Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley happens. People want it. Clutch has been saying this for how long? Clutch has been saying this the most from anyone. He wants Io Sky. The fans want Io Sky. Io Sky got screwed in her match to qualify for the chamber for a reason. That reason is, I think she might take it from Bailey, and Bailey and her are rivals. They're rivals. I don't know. I'm just throwing stuff at the wall. But I think conventionally, if you think of a real winner with no twists and turns, Bianca's the correct choice. Yeah. And I know that's just the way it has to be. Yes, I know Bailey versus Roxanne. I understand that, Justin. And that's why I think that possibly we can still get that if we get a Bailey versus Io match and Roxanne can go screw Bailey. Or however you want.
And you know what else would support your theory of Bianca being the top of the list there? The fact that they just lost their belts.
Oh, yeah, they were dropping those.
Yeah, are they splitting them up so that she can now focus on a singles run?
Yeah.
Because when I saw that, that's what I was thinking is, I think maybe that's the direction we're going to go. It feels right. That feels like the direction they should go. I think they can make a story out of it, even if they don't have anything yet. You know, the 2 of them trying to battle for supremacy. Who's the stronger? Because of the women's division, like, they feel like 2 of the strongest, right? Clearly.
Clearly.
And I feel like, you know, you could have a natural rivalry there for sure. You could make one. I don't know who would play. Who's playing heel and face in that?
You know, people
Are
are.
we
I
going
think
two faces, or is
no.
one of them going to be heel?
Like okay, if you do, which we're going to talk about the men soon. If you do Cody versus CM Punk, how do you do that? Right, the fans aren't ready to boo CM Punk yet. We're
Yeah.
ready to boo. We're ready to boo Cody, but the majority of fans aren't. Um, and realistically, like you can have that because Rhea could be transfacial. She could be in the middle. She could do that. She could be a tweener.
Tweener. Yeah.
But Bianca, I do see her turning heel. We saw it in the Rumble where Naomi hugged Jordan Grace, and Bianca's like, "No, motherfucker! Like, sorry, Bobby. Like, get off. Like, why are we hugging? Right?
Yeah.
Like, so you saw that jealousy. You saw that jealousy, which is going to come up with Jade. I think Bianca's the one that took out Jade in the end. I think that's what's going to be revealed. And I don't know how that goes into the story, but I like Justin's idea. Put EO in the match as a triple threat match. That'd be fun. EO is a top talent. She should not be left off any kind of WrestleMania card. I think we all agree with that. EO's awesome. But again, how would that fit? I guess we'll see.
She'll be a part of the 7-woman intercontinental match.
Oh, I can't wait for that. I can't. By the way, I want to say this about the women's intercontinental and U.S. titles. What they've done with them, the people they chose were correct. The people, Lyra and Chelsea Green, those were the correct spots, I think, are the correct choices. They're challengers from Michin and, well, actually, I like Ivy now, but they're bad. What they've done with these titles, I don't give an F about. I'm ready for Ivy Niles to take this title away, and I'm ready for Chelsea Green to move on from someone other than freaking Michin, bro. I'm just over it. So I just wanted to throw that out there to everyone. But we'll move on to the men's chamber. The one where I think we're going to see some shenanigans. We have John Cena versus CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre versus Logan Paul versus Damian Priest versus Seth Rollins. Literally everyone in this match is a true superstar and could and has or will hold a WWE championship. All of them. I truly believe that. And yes, I'm including Damian Priest and Logan Paul. What are you looking at?
I'm looking at, do you see what CBS says?
What's CBS say?
Do you read what it says read the actual names that they put there.
I see John Cena.
Yep. Read them out loud.
CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, Logan Paul, Damian Priest, Seth Rollins.
You're looking at CBS?
Yeah, I'm looking at CBS.
Oh, your CBS is different than my CBS, so you can't see it because it's blurred out. Mine says Jake Paul.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Jake's in the match, guys. No, mine says Logan. Mine says
no joke. That's why I was looking. I'm like, Jake Paul. I'm like, no, it's Logan, not Jake. But are you looking at it on your computer or mobile?
Computer.
Okay, maybe it's maybe it's a little different than.
Yeah, I got us side by side right here.
Yeah,
but
if you look at it on your phone, that was just weird. They got Jake Paul in the match on CBS.
So that'd be interesting. We're gonna do the same thing we did with the women's because I do think I'm not gonna give it away. So I'll start with you, Chris. Seth Rollins, just yes or no chance of winning this match. Seth Rollins.
I feel like he's always got somewhat of a chance. Maybe not great.
Okay.
But so, he's not the worst chance, but he's not.
You can't say no. You say yes or no, Chris. This is no. We'll rank them later. Yes or no.
Okay, yes or no, just straight up. Like, do I think he's going to win? No.
Well, not. Okay, we'll just go. Damian Priest.
No.
Okay. Logan Paul.
No.
Drew McIntyre.
No.
CM Punk.
Yes.
John Cena.
Yes.
Okay, we are literally the same. So
okay.
I think 99.9% of people think the same exact way. I do think it comes down to the two people, John Cena and CM Punk.
Yep.
And I could easily see this one being a triple threat match with Cody. I can easily see CM Punk, John Cena, Cody Rhodes. I can easily see that. But I can see that so many other matches as well. I can see that everywhere. So that's just telling me that WWE has lost stars and they're doing a great job of not making us think everything is so predictable.
Yeah,
Um,
it's good. It's a good time for WWE.
it's great. So I want to go through it real quick because we do have some matches in this match that I think will happen at WrestleMania. And there's two scenarios that I want to bring up real quick. If John Cena wins this match and wrestles Cody Rhodes for the WWE champion, I see CM Punk versus Logan Paul. Logan Paul eliminated him from the Royal Rumble, that being CM Punk. And CM Punk and Logan Paul had a semi really good, I'll say it, really good promo battle on Raw. We didn't even talk about that. I thought that was pretty good. Logan Paul opened the show, CM Punk. That was a good chain. That was a good, he referenced AEW a couple times, but not really. You're one of these people that don't want to listen. You think you know everything, kind of referencing that his whole situation over there. I do think that could be a possible match or down the road. I do think one day this year we will see CM Punk and Logan Paul in a match. They're just too big of a names to not. Okay, so if CM Punk wins, then it's Cena versus Logan Paul. So Logan Paul is going to face the person who loses.
Who doesn't out of those two?
That's what I think it's going to be. Do you disagree? Agree?
I definitely. Well, see, I guess I agree, but that's only because of who I think is going to win. The leftover person, I definitely think is going on to face Logan Paul.
Okay. Well, what are we doing? Why are we holding the news, Chris? Who's winning the match?
This is where I think we've had fairly similar picks so far, but I think this is the one where we split. Because I'm going with John Cena. I think he's going to take it.
We are splitting there. I think it's going to be CM Punk.
Yep.
And
I did it first, and now I think it's going to be Cena.
Okay, I
Otherwise, what is he going to do in his final WrestleMania?
Logan Paul.
John Cena in all his career, and that's it. That's his.
Has Logan Paul lost a match yet?
Not going for a title, just
Logan Paul lost. He lost to Cody. He lost to Roman. I'm stupid. Never mind. But I have such a problem. I'm not going to go on a huge rant about people wanting WrestleMania to be the end all be all. He has to win the title at WrestleMania. I'm not talking Cena. I'm talking everyone, right? He needs to win the title. No, he doesn't. There's SummerSlam. There's Survivor Series. There's other big matches. WWE's gotten so big that Clash at the Castle seems huge. The Saudi shows are good now. They're doing all these international shows. Every show that they put on, Bad Blood. It all feels important. Yeah. So it doesn't always have to be WrestleMania. And that's going to be, I'm going to say that for John Cena. I don't think John Cena, because I don't think he wins the title at WrestleMania. If he does, I think Cody still wins. Because how could The Rock in this story go on and continue if Cody loses right away? Well, I want you to be my champion, but you don't have a champion anymore. You don't have a championship. So I think the only way it can go is if, and Justin already put in the chat, and this is too easy. This might be too easy. So definitely won't happen. It's one of those things where it's too good to be true. Pepsi Phil is going to be the final boss as champion. He's turning heel, and he's going to align himself with the corporation, with Dwayne, with the leadership. And it's going to be heel Punk versus Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania. That's the only way I see this happening. I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make money. What do you say night one? That's exactly what he said night one.
Yeah.
He's been too friendly with everybody else. And if Dwayne can offer him money and power in a championship match, in a main event match, CM Punk will do that because he's proven with his reputation, he's going to do whatever benefits him. I think this is genius. And I think it's about time we turn CM Punk heel because this whole happy-go-lucky CM Punk, I don't like it. Yeah. I like it. He's entertaining. He's the best part of Raw sometimes. Most of the times. He is. He's one of my favorite wrestlers to watch right now. But I think a heel CM Punk, man, with Dwayne, I think that would be great. It would be phenomenal. And I think that if that's the case, CM Punk does dethrone Cody Rhodes. And I think CM Punk walks out as a champion.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's good. I'm not going to dispute that with you at all. I wonder what plans do they have for Cena for him to make his big announcement that it's his last year, and him to force his way into him to Hulk Hogan his way into the chamber like we were saying last week. I don't know. I just get the feeling. I'm not saying I want Cena. I just get the feeling that's the direction that they go for it.
I
I
mean,
like what you got set up there, but I don't know. I just
it's
think
just
it's going to be Cena.
then that would force Cody to turn heel and align with Dwayne Rock, final boss, because there has to be any kind of WrestleMania match. Not all, but you need the heel versus babyface. You need the struggle. You need to know why. And Cody's great from working underneath. Cody's a great struggler. He's great
Yeah.
facing adversity, and him going against The Rock and CM Punk, the power trip, right, or whatever you want to
Mm-hmm.
call it. That's a great story going into WrestleMania and further and beyond WrestleMania. This doesn't have to end at WrestleMania. This goes beyond that. And you know, the stories they can tell, the stories they can freaking tell, because they were in the same company together before this, right?
Yeah.
And remember what I said when Cody cut that promo, when he was about to face Sammy Guevara, his last promo, he brought up CM Punk. CM Punk said he's going to do this. He's going to go to New Japan. He's going to bring the title over there. He said hi to Colt Cabana. He did all this. He didn't do any of it. Remember Cody said, you know who did all of those things? I did. And he did. I think that's a story that was missing. We didn't get to see it in AEW, which I thought we were going there. And obviously, I didn't know shit. Sorry, Bobby. We need to see that on Saturday night or Saturday. We need to see that on Friday nights or Monday nights. I need a CM Punk and Cody Rhodes program. I need it. That's going to be huge.
It got teased almost there and then taken away. I think there's money there. I think it would definitely be worthwhile. Will they do it? Will they do it now? Who knows?
Then Cody Rhodes is like, you got your VP, you got your board of directors. Well, I got mine. And then you got Kenny, and then you got Matt and Nick. They come in, they do their thing, and the Young Bucks are WWE. I got my EVPs right here, brother.
Oh, that would be crazy.
That'd be money, though. Like, right?
Yeah.
What do we want? What did we want? We want a Punk and Omega, or we wanted we wanted FCR and Punk versus those guys.
Yeah.
Come on, man. So I'm saying, Paul, they're not happy. No one's happy in AEW. Make a call. Come on over here, guys.
That'd be insane.
It'd be fun. Yeah, I'm just fantasy booking, but
yeah,
that would be fun. But we know the Bucks won't do that because they only play with their friends, which I don't blame them. Honestly, I want to play with my friends all the time. I'm not playing Fortnite with some random strangers. I'm playing with my friends, and that's what they think it is. Wrestling to them is a game, which is fine. Everyone to each their own. I still enjoy their work. I think they're good. So we're gonna get out of here because SmackDown has started. The final boss is probably out. No, he's not gonna show up tonight. Come on. But I am interested in watching SmackDown tonight because I want to see the lead-in. I want to see the go-home show. We have the Chamber, 6 p.m. guys, 6 p.m. Eastern on the Peacock, on whatever channel you watch it on. I have no idea. You can still pay-per-view it, I think, maybe. I don't know. But we'll be here tomorrow. Not Chris. Chris will be doing cool things, right?
Mm-hmm. Maybe. I don't know.
Right? Drinking beers, hanging out, being cool. I'll be here on the Finstock Sports Network with Bobby Melendez on No Holds Barred, giving you the official breakdown, pre-show predictions. I'm going to change all my picks, so I'll be right on one show.
Between the two shows, you'll have everything right.
So and I'll tell you, Chris, I got this right. And you're like, well, I'm like, bro, run the tape.
And then you'll bring up the clip. Yeah. But you're going to cut me out. You're going to do just you. You're going to make sure to wear the same shirt. You can be like, yeah, this is what I said. Don't you remember?
Chris, I said John Cena was going to win the Elimination Chamber. I said it just, or I bring you back in. Oh, Chris, CM Punk won the title. Boom. Either way, I called Seth Rollins cashing in. Either way, I called Seth Rollins cashing in way back at WrestleMania. Nobody knows, but I did.
Nobody knows because it didn't happen.
But it did. Motherfucker. Sorry, not sorry, Bobby. But we're going to get on out of here for real this time. Thanks, everyone, for watching. We'll be back next week for all the fun. Clutch, I hope you had a great nap or great sleep. We'll be talking about or partying. Either one.
I think he's going wild right now. That's my
I think
prediction.
I
That
think
you know what? That can be our last prediction. That's our tiebreaker prediction there. What was he doing tonight? You're saying sleeping. I'm saying out partying somewhere.
yeet.
There you go.
That's what he's doing right now. He's yeeting all over